Raymond Parks III here, host of RP3 and Company, reporting live on the field inside the Mercedes-Benz Stadium. They've already taken the goalpost down. They're putting back up the Atlanta Falcons decor because the Peach Bowl, Chick-fil-A Peach Bowl, is done. Over. An absolute rout by LSU. Dominant from start to finish. 63-28. Yes, you didn't hear that wrong. No, you didn't watch it wrong. 63-28. It was an absolute laugher from start to finish. Started off, very first possession. Oklahoma has the ball. K'Von Chaisson sacks Jalen Hurts. Oklahoma had minus 6 yards on their first possession. Punt. Short field because the punt was a shank. Joe Burrow made him pay right down the field. 19-yard pass to Justin Jefferson. That wouldn't be the first time those two guys hooked up for scores Saturday. Then followed a 3-yard run by Kennedy Brooks for Oklahoma. They finally responded. Became a little bit of a game, but then LSU just opened things up. 8-yard pass from Joe Burrow to Terrence Marshall. Then a 35-yard pass to Justin Jefferson. 42-yard pass to Justin Jefferson. 30-yard pass to Justin Jefferson. Joe Burrow and Justin Jefferson rewrote the record books here at the Peach Bowl. Justin Jefferson is now the new leader in receptions, receiving yards, and receiving touchdowns in Peach Bowl history. He's also the leader in FBS Bowl history for most receiving yards, receiving touchdowns in a bowl game. His final stat line, 14 catches, 227 yards, 4 touchdowns. By the way, his teammate is the one that won the award for best wide receiver in the nation. Ja'Marr Chase, really not a factor in this one, 2 receptions for 61 yards. Thaddeus Moss had a big game, the tight end, Randy Moss's son. 4 catches for 99 yards. He had a 62-yard touchdown reception before halftime. That's the longest reception score by a tight end in LSU history. And then Joe Burrow. What about him? Well, here's his final stat line. And he said afterward in the press conference just a little while ago that it wasn't his sharpest game, that his wide receivers bailed him out, that he didn't play his best game. This is his stat line. 29 of 39 for 493 yards. 7 passing touchdowns. Those were all in the first half. That's a new FBS record. His 8 total touchdowns is the most touchdowns one player's been responsible for in a bowl game in history. His 7 touchdown passes were all in the first half. Once again, Joe Burrow, 29 of 39, 493 yards, 7 passing touchdowns. He also had 5 carries for 22 yards and a rushing score as well. Big question going into this game, Clyde Edwards-Helaire. Would he play? Would he not? He played briefly, did not start. He came in, was in there for a couple passing downs. He also was able to go in there, had 2 carries for 14 yards. But the big guy out of the backfield tonight was Chris Curry. We talked about it earlier on the show that Coach Ed Orgeron and his staff kept mentioning Chris Curry throughout the week. Over and over and over and over again. He came up big for the Tigers tonight. 16 carries, 89 yards rushing, averaged 5.6 yards a pop. Chris Curry stepped up when they needed him with Clyde Edwards-Helaire being hobbled with that hamstring injury. The young true freshman running backs, Ty Davis-Price and John Emery also played, but only had a total of 5 carries between them. John Emery did add a 6-yard touchdown run towards the tail end of the game. Jalen Hurts, we talked about containing him. That was going to be key for LSU today. It's exactly what they did. They frustrated him in the pocket. 15 of 31 for only 217 yards, 1 pick, no touchdown passes. He was sacked twice, both by Chaisson, and he didn't get out of the pocket. He couldn't run. 14 carries for 43 yards. He did have 2 rushing scores, but that was it. Oklahoma was held in check. 322 yards. They ran 62 plays, only managed 322 yards. LSU, meanwhile, 74 plays, ran 692 yards. An absolutely dominant performance from start to finish for the LSU Tigers. But here's the thing about this team. They advance to the national championship game now, be held on January 13th in New Orleans. But this is a telling sign about this team. Joe Burrow was asked in the press conference afterwards about all the records that he set, all the new bowl game records, so forth and so forth. There were so many records broken in this game. They printed off an entire sheet at halftime provided to the media. You can go check out all those records that were broken in the first half alone right now at 1037thegame.com. But when asked about all the records, you know what Joe Burrow said? The only record he cared about is January 13th. They have already turned the page, focusing on the national championship game, which will be held inside the Mercedes-Benz Superdome January 13th in New Orleans, as LSU tries to put the finishing touches on a 15-0 season and their 4th national championship in program history. We'll talk, of course, all about this on Monday's RP3 and Company, which will be 6 to 9 live back in the 237 Roof Studios there in Upper Lafayette. For Raymond Parsh III, y'all be safe out there, be kind to one another, and I'll talk to you on Monday. Bye.